Hey, vinyl community, Elliot here, Lazy Dawg Records, and RGK Boston, Mike, has started a thread in commemoration of St. Patrick's Day coming up on Friday. So I wanted to participate in said thread, spelling Ireland out, and I hope I spell Ireland correctly. I think I will. Using your albums, some of your albums. So I've gone through and pulled out an album for each letter, and I've tried to vary it very greatly. It's not just rock, not just jazz, not just bluegrass. It's a little bit of everything here. The I in Ireland is Ironing Board Sam. There's Ironing Board Sam. And it's called Super Spirit. And a very funky album, funky R&B, blues type stuff. There he is. Hope these come out good. This was a collaborative effort from Big Legal Mess Records out of Mississippi and a Music Maker Relief Foundation, which is an organization for musicians who are down on their luck, aging and unable to perform anymore, or that are still able to perform anymore, and they help them get gigs so they can make a little bit of money in their later years. If they're no longer able to perform anymore, they help them out by doing things like coming up with money to make the natural gas bill on their heating system at their home, get it paid off so they'll have heat through the winter. Things like that. All kinds of good, worthy causes. So I, in Ireland, Ironing Board Sam, excellent older artist who do a little investigating. You'll learn where he gets the name Ironing Board Sam. And check his music out. It sounds really good. It's a little yellow. I'm not big into color variants. I'm not opposed to them, but this just happened to come in yellow. Okay, IR and R. Let's go to Atco Records, part of Atlantic Records, and from I believe 1969, Clarence Reed. And this is Dancing with Nobody But You, Baby. So some nice soul type music, and this is the regular Atco label, and it also still had the inner sleeve with it. Always nice to see what was coming out during that time. Alright, E. Joe Ely. And this is Honky Tonk Masquerade. Joe Ely, one of the great Texas, kind of a singer-songwriter, rocker. Just an excellent artist, and this was from my original collection, so whatever year this came out, and I'm guessing about 76, 78, somewhere in there, on MCA. And Joe Ely, still out there, still performing as far as I know, and always done a great job. Now we'll move east from Texas just a little bit, from IREL, and we'll go to Louisiana and Sonny Lathrop, Blacktop Run. This is a recent album, I think of 2022. I picked up on Provogue Records. Actually came out in 2020. I think I picked it up in 2022. And he's a great, very unique guitarist. Blues guitarist, kind of, with that Louisiana funk to it. So, highly recommended artist. L.A.A. Lorindo Almeida, I guess. Lorenzo Almeida, guitarist. This is from 1965, I believe. Well, I hope the glare is not too bad on these. And it's on Capitol. Lorenzo Almeida plays for a man and a woman. Jazz, Latin jazz guitarist, I guess you'd say. Kind of easy listening a little bit, but very, very good stuff. And I found this thrifting. And it turns out it's in very good plus shape. Found it years ago, cleaned it up. Didn't know anything about the guy, still not real versed on him. But I'm so glad I did pick it up as a blind buy. And A.N. And this would be the New Deal String Band. And this is a major label release on London Records. And this is a bluegrass album. They're not a string band, except in the sense that they play stringed instruments. On Sire London. Take that out of there so you can see a little better. This is a bluegrass band. Sometimes bluegrass bands were able to get major label contracts. Not to be confused, there's a band in England with the same, back then with the same name. But this is an American band out of the Raleigh, Central North Carolina area, I guess you'd say. And I've seen some of these guys perform in other configurations in the modern times. They were in their 60s when they were, or 70s when I saw them. But this is a precursor to newgrass, bluegrass variation, genre variation, subgenre variation. Sam Bush hung out with these guys after seeing them at a bluegrass festival, and traveled to Raleigh and lived in a communal kind of house they had there in downtown Raleigh. Hung out for a while, so they were kind of an influence in him. What he was struck by was the fact that here were other young people in the late 60s that were digging bluegrass music like him, and they weren't wearing the traditional suits. They weren't clean shaven with cowboy hats. They were dressing casually, long hair, beard, some of them, that sort of thing. So very different from the norm, the expectations. And Sam Bush says that kind of helped him to venture out a little more and more. Okay, in Ireland, the last letter is the D, and I've got a man known more for his engineering and producing than recordings, but he started out with a band out of Chapel Hill, North Carolina called Arrogance, a very good band. And then he went on to work a lot with Mitch Easter, record producer, and the two of them worked on some of the early REM records. And that's Don Dixon. He's had some minor hits. Praying Mantis was somewhat of a successful recording for him, and this is on Enigma Records. He's still around, still performing, still engineering, still recording artists, that sort of thing. Don Dixon, the album is called, I love the title, it's a long title. Most of the girls like to dance, but only some of the boys like to. Now that's true, and there you see one boy dancing with a girl, and all the other girls very jealous because the boys won't ask them to dance. Okay, so Ireland, Friday St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. Please contribute to the thread yourself if you haven't already. I'm going to be viewing more of these thread contributions, and Mike in Boston, thank you so much for starting this thread. It was a great idea. Everybody remember, go out and be kind to your neighbors, because folks, we're all neighbors. Take care.